feel like I need to explain myself or something because I feel absolutely ridiculous with all of these bags surrounding me. I'm already sweating. There's a lot to get through. It's coming up right now. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daphne, and if you're finding us for the very first time today, welcome. We are the Thomas family, and we share a lot of things from our life, mostly Disney vlogs, tips, reviews, and haul videos like this one. We don't normally buy this many items on our Disney vacations, nor are they normally a month long. I'm not going to go into a ton of detail on any of these items, one for the sake of time, and also all of the Character Warehouse items I have already shown very briefly in our Character Warehouse hauls. Let me go ahead and grab the first bag and we'll get right into this haul. Okay, so the first bag is Emma's bag. I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling things out of it. First item in Emma's bag is this Seize the Moment Little Mermaid pillow. It's a really beautiful pillow. I love the design, and there's the little mermaid down there on the bottom, and it's embroidered Seize the Moment at the top, and there is the back of the pillow. And this was from the Character Warehouse. Also from the Character Warehouse, Emma got this really cute long sleeve We're All Mad Here. This is an Alice in Wonderland t-shirt. I really love this t-shirt. It looks really cute on Emma, and she's already worn this a bunch, and it hasn't pilled or anything. Emma also found this adorable, really lightweight knit sweater. It's a Minnie Mouse sweater, and it has a little bow there on the chest. And then on the back, it's very sweet. It has this little extra panel of fabric with a little bow at the top. Here's another one that Emma found at the Character Warehouse. It is a 3/4 Raglan tee, and this, it says vacation mode on the front, and then you have the castle there. She hasn't actually worn this yet, and let me see, the tag says $9.99. So I think most of her t-shirts that she got were between $9.99 and $12.99 at the Character Warehouse. Here is yet another t-shirt that Emma picked up, and you can see Figment there, and it's celebrating Epcot's 35th anniversary. It's a yellow basic tee, v-neck. Another t-shirt with tags still attached. Emma hasn't worn this one yet either. It is a 3/4 length sleeve Raglan t-shirt. It's plain white, and it has a really cute embroidered Mickey Mouse there in the corner. And this top says $7.99 from the Character Warehouse, and there's some little running Mickeys across the back. Next up in the clothing category is a 2-piece set. This is a Little Mermaid set, and the skirt is kind of like a neoprene fabric, and it has the really pretty sea life print down at the bottom there with some box pleating. And the top is kind of like a gray sweatshirt material. It's short sleeve. It's also a little bit cropped, and it says it's a mermaid thing. And I love it. It's kind of like a very strange, I don't know what you'd call this, like a velour fabric almost, but it's just really interesting. And yeah, the girls also have a matching set. Adeline has the same one, and it's super cute on them. I have some great pictures of them standing in front of the castle in this outfit. Next up, Emma chose this beautiful little thin scarf, and this is just a very beautiful blue scarf with a bunch of different Disney characters on it. I can see Donald Duck there, and Dumbo, and Bambi, and it has this really pretty white trim, and this was $9.99 at the Character Warehouse. Also, Emma chose this Star Wars reusable cup with reusable straw. Emma picked out this youth size Mickey Mouse hat for herself, and you have the little running Mickeys across the front there, and it's embroidered Mickey Mouse with his signature on the side. Emma found a couple of Tsum Tsums at the Character Warehouse this time. She loves Donald Duck, and so this is her little Donald Duck Racers one. I guess he's a racer, kind of looks like Lightning McQueen themed, but there he is right there. And then she also found Little Duffy. She also found some brand new shades, and these are pretty black and pink, and they say I heart Minnie on the side. I don't know what it is with these little squishy things. My kids are absolutely obsessed with them. I will admit they're a little bit fun to squish, and I don't know if they're worth the price necessarily, but my kids seem to think so. I want to say this was between $12 and $15, and this was from the China Pavilion in Epcot. My parents each really wanted to get the kids a couple of gifts, and one of the things that Emma really wanted were these adorable Slinky Dog Ears. And I know you've probably seen these all over the internet already, but this was our first time experiencing Toy Story Land, so she was super excited to get these. I just had to run and go steal Emma's ring because my parents also bought her a really cute Disney Parks collection Mickey Mouse ring, and I put the little bag in here so I'd remember to grab it off her finger and show it to you. So here's the ring that Emma chose for my parents to get for her, along with the Slinky Dog Ears, and it's just a really beautiful, I think it's Swarovski crystal little Mickey Mouse head. If you watch our channel, then you know that the girls love to open mystery boxes, and Emma was very excited when she found these mystery pin sets at the Character Warehouse for only $7 a box. They're normally $15 a piece in the parks. They come with 2 pins in each box, and these frozen pin sets, I think they're from maybe last year or the year before, but they're really cute. They kind of look like a little quilt once they're all put together, and there are the different pins on the back. Okay, so next up is Landon's giant bag of things, and I'm gonna go ahead and just try to get through these things quickly, guys, because I know you don't want to be here all night. So the first thing that Landon got, and this was actually a gift from my parents, was this Lego set, and this is the Speed Champions Lego set. He's already put this together, so this is just the box here. He loves Legos, and we definitely always have to make a stop at the Lego store in Disney Springs on every visit. Okay, now I'm gonna start pulling out some Character Warehouse items that we found. This was an item that Landon found that he loved. It's a Range Trooper. It's from the Pop Star Wars collection, and it's number 246. Landon also found this really cute Stitch emoji ornament with 2 different facial expressions. Landon has grown so much this past year, so we pretty much had to replace all of his size small men's t-shirts to size medium. The first one is this green Jungle Cruise themed t-shirt, and on the front there you can see the hippo and the palm trees and the Jungle Cruise boat. I also found him this Magic Kingdom t-shirt at the Character Warehouse. It just tells all the different lands around Magic Kingdom, and then some different icons you can see there as well, with the Mickey bar and the Pirates of the Caribbean ride flag, the castle. So I really thought this one was a great find. I also loved this gray, like heathered gray t-shirt that I found him. It says Mickey Mouse, Turkey Legs, Monorail Churros, and Space Mountain. All the best things about Disney World, minus those nasty turkey legs, because yuck, who eats those anyway? I also found Landon this Lion King Timon and Pumbaa t-shirt that says talent has arrived. And now that we're in the teenage stage, this definitely applies. All grumpy all the time t-shirt. I loved it. We found this Mickey Mouse 28, and you have all the little running Mickeys there on either side of the Mickey head. It's kind of like a gold foiled print in the center there. So that's all for Landon's t-shirts. Those were all about $9.99 a piece at the Character Warehouse. We found a couple more things at the Character Warehouse and then a few things from the parks. While we were there, they had a ton of Epcot 35th anniversary merchandise, and so this was one of the items that Landon really liked. It's this really nice mesh ball cap. He also picked up this blue, if you can read this, Thank the Phoenicians hat. I had bought one for myself inside the park and spent probably $25 to $28 on it. And then a couple of weeks later, we were at the Character Warehouse and they had them for $7.99. And last but not least, for Landon's Character Warehouse items, he found this Epcot 35 tumbler. It's got the plastic lid on the top. It's a really nice quality tumbler. I think this was maybe around $10. Landon also found a Kermit the Frog stuffed animal. He just fell in love with him. If you've ever been to Epcot before, then you know that the China Pavilion has a really cool assortment of marionettes, and Landon just fell in love with this little gray dog. He had to have it. I think he's a dog. He's a dog, right? I think that's a dog. But he's just really cute and fluffy, and yeah. So Landon was very excited about this purchase. Moving on to Adeline's bag. So some of her items are going to be the same as Emma's. I think they have maybe 2 of the same things, but we'll go ahead and show you anyway. The first thing that Addie chose was from the Character Warehouse, and it is this Elsa Pillow, and it says, "Have courage and be true to yourself." And it has these beautiful snowflakes on the back. Addie loves, loves, loves to cook and especially bake. And she was super excited when she found some of the kitchen items. This is actually a Mickey baking mold. So she's really anxious to make a Mickey Mouse cake with this baking mold. She also found a sandwich container from the same line that she just had to have. Addie also picked up a cup. It's actually a small thermos from the Character Warehouse. It's a Disney princess thermos. So here's Addie's little mermaid outfit that matches Emma's. I don't know if I showed that there's Little Mermaid on there and Emma's. I just mentioned the seashells, but this is Addie's matching outfit. And there's her little top there, as well as her matching little sister Raglan tee. This is her Mickey Mouse Raglan with the little running Mickeys on the back. We found this little t-shirt Surfer Girl Minnie dress, and it's like the little drop waist. There's Minnie Mouse with her little surfboard there on the front. Another super fun find from the Character Warehouse was this hooded stitch dress. And Addie just loved this. She hasn't worn it yet. It's actually the next size up for her. I like to go to the Character Warehouse and find some great deals for bigger clothing items that I know we can use on a future trip. So this is one of the ones that we found and picked up. I love that the sleeves are actually the inside of Stitch's ears. I think that's so cute. And this is all embroidered. It's just so, I can't believe the detail that went into this dress. And it was only $12.99. And then there's the skirt down at the bottom. We actually saw these for sale in the World of Disney store in Disney Springs, and they were $22 or $23. And then we found them for $5 at the Character Warehouse. Just like Landon, Addie picked out some of these little emoji ornaments to hang in her room. There's the Stitch one like Landon had. She also found a little Pluto and her favorite, Minnie Mouse. She picked up a box of the Frozen Mystery Pin set. Stay tuned for that unboxing. And she also found herself one of these squishies from the China Pavilion. Addie also got a couple of new pair of Minnie Mouse sunglasses from the Character Warehouse. They were only $3.99 there. She has this really pretty white pair with the gemstones in the corners, and they say Minnie Mouse on the back. And then she also, these are my favorite and they look so cute on her. So these little black and then white polka dot pair that flip up. She was cracking me up in these. I loved when she'd walk around with them flipped up like this. It was so cute. I guess Addie found her own bottle opener from the Brews Around the World coaster collection. I forgot she had bought this. I don't know if maybe she intended to give it to her dad or what, but yes, it's got a little beer bottle opener on the back. We won't be letting her use that for any beer. So these are actually from the Food and Wine Festival for 2018, and they're just really cute little wooden coasters. Probably my favorite item that Addie picked up on this trip was this really cool mini backpack. This was actually a gift from my parents. It has the little mini ears and the red pleather mini bow, and the coolest thing is it's all sequin, and you can actually change the color. I mean, how cool is this? She was wearing this in the park, and I was just sitting there playing with her backpack in the line. It was so much fun. I want one for myself. 4 bags left. I'm gonna skip over to some of the free items that we have. Probably save my bag for last. If you go over to the Polynesian Resort, whether you eat there or not, then they will give you one of these beautiful floral garland leis. We'd love to go visit Yeehaw Bob at the Port Orleans Riverside Resort. It is actually a free show at the River Roost, which is their lounge there, and he gives out a free signed copy. We actually went and saw his show twice this time, so it was a lot of fun. He remembered us from one time to the next. He always involves those that want to be involved in his show, but you can definitely decline if you don't want to do that, but it's well worth it. I've shown these in a previous video. I think it was a pre-trip haul video that we did. I feel like we've brought these a few times with us, but we completed some of our mat frames with signatures. This is a really fun autograph idea. I just simply put them in a folder and then stick the folder in our backpack, and that way it didn't get wet, it didn't get crushed at all, and this worked out really, really well. Another thing that we got on this trip, and it wasn't exactly free, you actually pay for this little scavenger hunt guide map. This was, I think, $6.99, and then we had a pass holder discount. But this is Remy's Ratatouille Hide and Squeak scavenger hunt, and it was so much fun. A lot more fun than I was expecting. They give you a map of World Showcase, and then you walk around and you're trying to find all of the little hidden Remys around World Showcase. And when you've completed the scavenger hunt, you turn this in, and they'd give you a free cup or cup holder. When we got there, they had run out of the cups, and so Addie chose this little Minnie Mouse koozie cup holder. So I think that's super cute. It's a special little treat from the Food and Wine Festival. Something else that you can always get free in the Disney parks are buttons, and they have these for any sort of celebratory occasion. In this case, we were celebrating 4 parks in one day. I was talking to the cast members about it, and while I was telling them about our day, then one of the cast members was making out these buttons for us to help us commemorate the memory of that special day together. We were there for 2 different special annual pass holder magnets. The first one was the Mickey Mouse pass holder magnet from the Food and Wine Festival. Then towards the end of our trip, they came out with the Goofy annual pass holder. Always come home with a lot of stickers. Also came home with a Wilderness Explorer guide from Animal Kingdom. The kids always like to pick up their license from Tomorrowland Speedway. You can just ask the cast member for these. They don't usually just hand them out anymore, but they are a lot of fun, especially if you have really little kids. But even at 13, 14, and 8, my kids still like them. Because Addie still isn't tall enough for a couple of the rides, the 48-inch rides there, they handed out a free limo pass for Rock and Roller Coaster, and we just have to bring this card back when she is tall enough, and it serves as a fast pass for her entire party. So we're anxiously awaiting the day that Addie hits 48 inches. And the last free item that I have is actually another pass holder item, and these are the little wooden Mickey cutting boards. You can see little Mickey there is stamped in the center. The next day we were going to Animal Kingdom, so I decided to bring this along. We were meeting Mickey and Minnie Mouse, and I had them sign the cutting board. I thought this was a really cute display piece. So thank you, Molly, for that great idea. This is mostly Addie's bag of food. I have a very strange little girl who loves all of those YouTube videos where people try strange foods from around the world, and she could not wait to spend her money in the Japan pavilion picking out all different sorts of weird candy. So some of these things are Emma's and Landon's too, but I'm not really sure whose is whose. I'm just gonna show you some of the things that they got. I know we have several of these Hoppin' Cookin' Tenoshi cakes. I don't really understand it, but it says on the back that you can make them into any type of pastry that you'd like. I'll let her explain these more because this is the little video that she's so anxious to do. So we'll be sharing that in a future video, so stay tuned. Also the donuts, another one of the cakes. See, we've got these super lemon. They look like they're super extremely sour lemon candies. They also got several bottles of these Ramoon, I think I'm saying that right, Ramoon drinks. They're really neat. We've actually found these at our grocery store before. They are carbonated, but not until you push the little, there's a little tiny carbonation ball, I guess, that's in the top, and you push it down into the bottle and then it carbonates the drink, and they're flavored and they're actually quite tasty. And they picked up a few of these. This looks like same idea, slightly different brand. It still says Ramoon on the side, but looks like a slightly different brand there on the front. And there's another Ramoon. What else do we have? A bucket of Goofy's cotton candy. That did not come from the Japan pavilion. I think that Addie found that in the confectionery. I'm not even going to attempt to try to read that, but these feel like little hard candies as well. And they have an assorted flavor on the back here. These are so weird. They look kind of gross to me. They look like a raw dough, but it says that they're fruit rice cakes and they taste like strawberry. So they're really squishy, but this is one of the items that she'll be trying in her video. So next up, I have a bag of goodies. These are all gifts from friends that we got to meet up with on this trip, fellow content creators. And the first items that I'm gonna show you are actually from our friends Sean and Caroline from See Sean Vlog. They're from the UK and they were there with some other friends, Team O'Sullivan, Tom and Jane, and we had such a fun evening. Bob was actually there with me. We spent the evening with them in Disney Springs. Lots of laughter going on, and they had a really nice bag of sweets from the UK that they brought for us and for the kids mainly. The first thing is this Sweet Shop tub of candies. It's just an assortment of lollipops and double dip and fruit pops, all kinds of things. And I think that the girls really wanted to try out some of these items when they do their food test video, their taste taste test video. I have seen these before, but I've never tried one before. These are Terry's chocolate oranges, and I think that when you peel them, they actually look like little orange segments, but they're all chocolate. And the other one that I'm excited to try are these Nestle hard candies. There's a purple one, a green triangle, toffee finger, and strawberry delight. These will be fun to try. Never been to the UK myself, so some of these things are quite new to me. And then also is this giant bag of Freddo and Friends, and it looks like different assorted types of chocolate and fudge chocolate and caramel chocolate and all sorts of things to make my kids hyper. Thank you again, Sean and Caroline. And they also gave us a really nice card, and I just want to say that it was so much fun to meet you both, as well as Tom and Jane, and we certainly can't wait to do that again. I also got to spend a couple of different days with my friend Becca from Disney Kitty. You're probably following her already, but if not, you should. She has an amazing channel. She's so sweet, and she's the pin queen. We like to call her the pin queen. But we were there at Dapper Day with Becca and Yvette from Happily Ever Evie, and Caitlin and Tyler from Katie's Corner. She just changed her channel name, so I'm still getting it straight. It used to be All About the Magic. Yvette's husband David was there, and then Becca's friend Jim was there as well. And then of course my family and my husband was actually there for Dapper Day. We had so much fun. And at the end of the evening, Becca wanted to hand off this Lucifer plush. He has a really long tail. She was kind of wearing him like this all day as part of her Dapper Day outfit. She was Disney bounding as Lucifer, and she asked the girls if they would please take care of Lucifer for her. So she gave this to the girls. He's very cute, even though he's a little naughty, but he's still a Disney kitty nonetheless. So we love him. And thank you, Becca. The girls will be very excited. I'm sure they'll have to take turns letting Lucifer sleep in their bed for the evening. As I mentioned, we were also there with a dear friend, Yvette, from Happily Ever Evie, and her husband David. And when we were saying goodnight to Yvette, she actually ran back in. We were in Club Cool saying goodnight, and she ran back into Club Cool. She's like, I forgot, I have some gifts for your girls. And she gave the girls 2 mystery packs. One of them are the Popsicle mystery pin packs, as well as the Kingdom of Cute. I think this is the newer series of Kingdom of Cute. We don't have any of these yet. Yvette loves to watch the girls open mystery packs. She definitely loves her Disney pins as well, and she has sent some to us in the past. So thank you so much, Yvette. Thank you to Becca, and thank you to Sean and Caroline for all of the gifts. The kids are very appreciative. It was very kind and sweet of you, and we just had such a good time with all of you. Whew, I'm sweating. This has been a lot of work. Can't believe I've actually come to the very last bag. These are things that I got for myself or were gifts from my mother. She actually bought me quite a few very sweet things while we were there, and it was just really kind of her, and it was so special getting to spend some time with my parents in Disney, because it was my stepfather's very first time being there. He loved it, and it was just so nice to be able to see them enjoy that trip together as well. I think I'll run through some of the character warehouse items first. The first thing that I got is this Epcot 35 t-shirt. And as I mentioned, I got it at the Character Warehouse. It was, I believe, maybe $10, might have been $13. They're usually between $10 and $13 for the women's tops. My mom actually picked this out for me. It's this really cute stitch with an ice cream cone tank top. And I was really surprised to see that it was from the Wonderground Gallery. And if you love Disney, I'm sure you know what the Wonderground Gallery is. They actually have a little shop in Disney Springs that's a lot of fun to look around in. Some of my favorite artwork is in there, but I just loved this tank top, and because we did have some very hot days on this trip, then this was able to get a few days of use on this vacation. Another favorite top that I got was actually this sleeveless hoodie. I love blue. I wear a lot of blue. But it says Walt Disney World 1971 there on the front, and it's a sweatshirt fabric, but it's kind of lightweight. But then on the back, you have this really cute little Varsity Mickey on the back there. I love 3/4 length sleeves, especially Raglan's, and I found this at the Character Warehouse. It is a Goofy t-shirt, but I like how it's very subtle. It just has the G for Goofy, and then you have his signature down there at the bottom. I also found this kind of like pop art Mickey Mouse hat, and it says "Oh boy" on it. And this was only $4.99 at the Character Warehouse. I also picked up for myself this Taste Your Way Around the World 2018 Food and Wine Festival mug. I love the size of this mug. It's got a nice good grip handle on there, just solid red in the back, and then that solid ivory on the inside. But I'm really excited to drink my coffee out of my new Food and Wine Festival mug. Another Food and Wine Festival purchase that I made was this 2018 Brews Around the World Food and Wine Festival magnet, as well as one of those wooden coasters that I showed you earlier from Addie's haul with the bottle opener design on the back. Something new that I was trying to do on this trip was to find a few things for myself that I could display on a Disney wall or a Disney shelf as I work on our office. So actually my friend Caitlin, she mentions in some of her videos that she gets some of the postcards from the Wonderground Gallery. She'll pick them up at the Character Warehouse, and then she will frame them and use them as art. So I found a few of these for myself that I thought were really cute that I might do that with. The first one is this Mickey and Minnie print. I love this Small World print. I think that one's my favorite out of the three. And I also really love this Alice in Wonderland print. How pretty is that? I mentioned earlier that my mom did buy a few gifts for each of us. She noticed that I needed a new wallet. It was falling apart, and so she actually purchased this one for me. It's adorable. It goes with my Mickey Loungefly backpack, but I've been using it at home as well. I love this style. It's small. It has a little zipper to put any change or cash in, and then it has a little snap clasp with that mini bow, and then you can keep all of your cards here safe. And then it also has a little clear window to put your ID in on the back. So thank you, Mama. I love this wallet so much, and I've been using it every day since. So World of Disney had just opened when we got there. It had just been under refurbishment for a long period of time, as I'm sure many of you are well aware. They have a huge assortment of Mouseketeer merchandise, like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse merchandise. And one of the things that I picked out was this gray Mouseketeer t-shirt, and I love the little Mickey hat on there. It's bedazzled with all these red and black rhinestones. Another item that my mother got me was that same hat that I showed you that Landon picked out later on. We found it for dirt cheap at the Character Warehouse, and it's that "If you can read this, thank the Phoenicians" hat. I love it. I've worn it a ton already. I think I wore it probably 5 or 6 times on our trip, and then I kind of was on a hat kick on this trip. I found that they're more comfortable for me than the ears. So I also picked up this Disney Fast Pass to Friday hat. It says "Disney Fast Pass to Friday, please." And it's just a gray ball cap. I absolutely love this. And again, I wore this multiple times on our trip. Something that I pick up on every single Disney vacation are my favorite pucker sticks from the Rinse Bath and Body Company. They actually have booths set up at Disney Springs, Epcot, I think Animal Kingdom now, but they have the best chapstick, and with allergies to lanolin, and these don't have any lanolin in it, it's kind of my go-to chapstick, and it smells really nice too. Also, in the Japanese pavilion, I was looking around, and they had Japanese incense that was actually named after me. So I had to get it naturally. I actually like the smell, which I was surprised because I'm very picky about fragrances, but this one smelled pretty nice. But it was very cheap, $4.50, and it came with a little tiny incense burner and quite a large pack of incense actually for $4.50. I thought that was a really good deal, and like I said, I wasn't gonna leave the store without getting it because it said my name. I had to have it. My name was written all over it, literally. Okay, I have 2 more gifts from my mother. The first is this beautiful Neverland artwork. It's a matted piece of artwork, so I just fell in love with this. I love Peter Pan so much. It was one of my favorites growing up. I actually loved watching the Mary Martin version of Peter Pan. Let me know in the comments if you've watched that one before. Mary Martin actually played Peter Pan, and it was a play production, and they had filmed it. I think we recorded it on TV, and I had it on a VHS. I used to watch it all the time. So staying in the Peter Pan theme, my mother also got me this adorable Peter Pan mini tea set. So I love that, like the little teapot and the creamer and the teacup and all the little things you'd need for your tea party are all the little scenes from the movie, like the iconic scenes from the movie. I just thought it was super adorable, and I haven't actually opened it up yet. It's still behind plastic. So let's take a look. You have Ariel there sitting by her rock, another one of the mermaids, and then Croc down there at the bottom. And then there's the little teapot with Peter Pan, and there is it Skull Rock or Skull Island? I can't remember, guys. I'm really excited to start displaying my little Peter Pan collection, and I'm hoping to add some Jim Shore pieces to that in the future. But those were really nice gifts for my mom, so thank you so much, Mom. The best things come in the smallest packages, as they say, and these are all of our Disney pins. I think these include the girls' pins as well. Yes, I see some of the girls' pins in here as well, and I think Landon bought one, so I'm gonna go ahead and dump these out and try to run through these rather quickly just for the sake of time, because this video has gone on forever. All right, so the first thing is, oh, I have another gift here. I forgot about this one. This one was a gift from Becca. So there is Bert and Mary and one of the penguins. It looks like the penguin is actually part of Mary's hat. And yeah, so this is a cute little pin from Becca. Thank you, Becca. We also did a mystery pin unboxing, or the girls did, with Becca. They did this origami mystery pin unboxing with her right in Magic Kingdom. And I think we had 3 of these. We gave one to Becca, and Emma and Addie both had their own box. So Emma got a Donald Duck, Addie got Pluto. There's also a Mickey Mouse and a Goofy. I'm not really sure where the rest of these came from. I know a couple of the pins were from the Popsicle mystery pin set when the girls did a mystery unboxing with Camden, the little boy. I'll link the video here that we met up with in the park. His mom brought some pins for Camden to open with the girls, and so one of the ones they got from the Popsicle set was Flounder, Mickey Mouse, 101 Dalmatians, and I think this one might have been a trader. I'm not even sure if it's a genuine Disney pin, but I'm thinking that Emma traded for something, for the Donald Duck cupcake. The rest of these Tsum Tsum pins, I believe we had bought a couple of packs to open with Camden as well. And so we have Oswald, Dumbo, Chip, and Minnie Mouse. Landon bought a new 2019 Mickey Mouse pin. He was very excited when this series came out. It actually came out while we were on vacation. So there is the new Mickey Mouse 2019. He's in front of the castle there, you can see. And other than that, I have, looks like 7 pins to show you, 6 of which I purchased. I think I did pretty well on this trip. I was trying just to buy the most special pins, ones that I was looking to add to my collection, because I don't like to collect a ton of things just for the sake of collecting. So I tried to be very choosy, and I'm very happy with what I ended up with. Before I show you those, I want to show you something kind of special. When I was at Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar, it was the evening that we met up with Sean and Caroline. The bartender cast member that was there said, "Do you like Disney pins?" And I said, "I do, I'm just starting my collection." And he said, "Well, I have an exclusive pin for you that you can only get here if a cast member decides to give it to you." And so he gave me this Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar pin. So those are my wings. "I have earned my wings," he said. Just such a special and lovely pin. So I was very thankful to him, and shout out to the very nice cast member at Jock Lindsay's. I've forgotten your name, but that was very, very kind of you. I went into the festival center, and I was really trying hard to find the Food and Wine Festival pass holder pin, and they were all sold out. I could not find it anywhere. I kept asking at different booths, different cast members. The only one that I could find was the limited release Mickey Mouse in his little chef's hat in front of Spaceship Earth. It's a very heavy weighted pin. It's a beautiful pin. I was very happy to add this to my collection, but I was really sad because I was looking for that pass holder pin. So finally, after probably a couple of days of searching and stopping at different booths, one of them actually had just a couple of the pass holder pins left. And this is so pretty. You can see that it's set on the Spaceship Earth ball there, and you've got all the different little country buildings displayed at the top. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hard to see, and my lights are shining on it. But it's just such a beautiful pin, and it is a hinge pin. It opens from the top, and then on the inside there you have Figment himself. And then of course down at the bottom, it is etched with Food and Wine 2018. We got to go to our very first Dapper Day, and we had so much fun that day. I can't wait to tell you all more about it. But this was a special pin release for that Dapper Day event. It is Daisy and Donald Duck, and it says Fine and Dandy. For a while now, probably the past 3 trips, I have been looking for a Caribbean beach resort pin, and I finally found one on this trip. I was trying to start collecting pins from the different resorts that we've stayed at. So I finally found this little Caribbean beach pin, and you have Mickey Mouse there laying in a hammock with all the palm trees around him, and he's just totally relaxed. And that's how I feel at this resort, totally relaxed. Splash Mountain is my favorite ride in Magic Kingdom, and I love the sign at the end of the ride that says everything is satisfactual. And so this is the pin that I picked up. Okay, and last but not least, I'm so shocked that I got this pin. It's something that was released at the very end of our trip, and I kept looking for it. I finally found a cast member who told me that it was coming out, but not until the 26th, which was 3 days after we were leaving. Then when I went to Magic Kingdom on our final day, they actually had it at the Frontier Pin Trading Post, and that is the new Mary Poppins movie pin, Magic is in the Air. So I was very excited to be able to add this to my pin collection, and specifically my Mary Poppins pin collection. And that is everything in our haul. It was huge. So I hope you enjoyed this Disney haul. I hope it brought you a little bit of fun at home. And if you have a Disney trip coming up soon, let me know in the comments when it is. I'd love to hear about it. And we'll talk to you in our next video. Bye guys.